Imagine being 20 years old and having one of the most normal human experiences suddenly become international news. Imagine meeting someone you like, having a conversation, sharing a laugh, maybe even developing feelings, only to wake up the next morning and discover that thousands of strangers are discussing it online. For most people, dating is complicated enough. For Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, it may be one of the most difficult challenges she will ever face. And strangely, it's a challenge that almost nobody talks about. The world loves discussing royal weddings. People celebrate royal romances. They obsess over royal couples. But very few people stop to consider what happens before the fairy tale begins. How does a future queen even date? How does she know who to trust? How can she build a genuine relationship when every interaction risks becoming a headline? Today, we're exploring the dating dilemma facing Princess Leonor, a challenge that may be far more complicated than anyone realizes. And once you understand it, you may never look at royal life the same way again. Most people think dating becomes difficult after someone becomes famous. For Princess Leonor, the challenge begins long before any relationship even starts. Think about it, Leonor isn't just a princess. She's the future Queen of Spain. That title changes everything. The moment someone is linked romantically to her, public curiosity explodes. Questions start appearing immediately. Who is he? What does he do? Where is he from? Is he good enough for a future queen? Could he one day become the husband of Spain's monarch? Suddenly, a private connection becomes a public conversation. And that's an enormous amount of pressure for any young person, especially when you're still discovering who you are. This may be the most difficult part of all. For most people, relationships begin with a simple assumption that the other person is interested in them for who they are. But royal life complicates that. Imagine constantly wondering whether someone likes you because of your personality, or because of your title, your status, your future position, your fame. That uncertainty can make trust incredibly difficult. And trust is the foundation of every healthy relationship. Royal experts often point out that future monarchs face unique challenges when forming close personal connections. Because unlike ordinary people, they must constantly consider motives. Not everyone who enters their life has the same intentions. And that's a reality Leonor likely understands very well. One of the reasons the public remains fascinated by Leonor's love life is because so little is actually known. Over the years, various rumors have appeared linking her to classmates, friends, and acquaintances. But very few of those stories have ever been supported by credible evidence. Yet the rumors continue. Why? Because mystery creates curiosity. The less people know, the more they speculate. And for Leonor, that creates another challenge. Even ordinary friendships can become misunderstood. A simple photograph, a casual conversation, a public appearance, any of these can generate headlines suggesting romance. When that happens repeatedly, it's easy to understand why someone might choose privacy. Most relationships need time to grow. They need space. They need privacy. They need room for mistakes and learning. Now imagine trying to build a relationship while the world watches. Every appearance gets analyzed. Every interaction gets interpreted. Every decision gets judged. That's the reality many royals face. And it's one reason why some royal relationships struggle under public pressure. The spotlight doesn't simply observe relationships. Sometimes it changes them. And for someone like Leonor, protecting a relationship may mean protecting it from public attention altogether. Another factor few people discuss is the reality of Leonor's future. Most young adults are focused on building careers and discovering their identities. Leonor is preparing for something much larger. She is preparing to become queen. That means military training, official duties, public appearances, state responsibilities, national expectations. The demands on her time are extraordinary. And those responsibilities are only going to increase. Balancing personal happiness with such a unique future is no easy task. Any serious relationship would need to fit within a life unlike almost any other. At its heart, Leonor's dating dilemma isn't really about romance. It's about balance. Balancing public duty with personal happiness. Balancing responsibility with freedom. Balancing the expectations of a future queen with the desires of a young woman simply trying to live her life. Most people never have to make those calculations. But Leonor does. Every step she takes carries consequences beyond herself. And that's what makes her situation so unique. The world often imagines royal life as glamorous and effortless. But Princess Leonor's dating dilemma reminds us that even the most privileged lives come with challenges. Perhaps greater challenges than we realize. While many people wonder who Princess Leonor may eventually fall in love with, a more interesting question might be this. How does someone find genuine love when the entire world is watching? For now, only Leonor knows the answer. And perhaps that's why she continues to guard her personal life so carefully. Not because she has something to hide, but because some things are simply too precious to share with the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating royal stories, Princess Leonor updates, and exclusive insights into Europe's royal families. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.